right? Good morning, fun seekers. A Friday, oh, thank God. June the 18th, 1993. We are doing today what we feared that we would one day end up doing when we accepted this position here at the lovely WSUN. From time to time, my wife and I get a little tooted and sit up till all hours of the morning talking about the old days and all that kind of good stuff, you know. And last night, or should I say this morning, was one of those times. I got to bed like at 1:30 this morning and woke up at 3:14 to be precise, believe it or not. I woke up 1 minute before the alarm went off. Oh, God, life is cruel. Life is cruel, but we're going to make it. Oh, yeah, we're going to make it 16 minutes after the hour of 6 o'clock.
Ordered to pay a whopping $10 a week in child support. And a lot of the weeks he did. Probably most, but not all of them. To give you an idea as to what $10 a week was back then, $10 a week was about 6% of Hank's take-home pay. Not very much. And he paid child support for about 10 years, and it finally got up to a whopping $17.50 a week, which was still about the same percentage of his take-home pay from just one of his jobs. He worked two. And anyway, Hank won't be getting a card or a call from his kid this coming Sunday. Not a chance. His kid doesn't really have an awful lot in the way of memories of Hank. Just a handful. His kid remembers getting a phone call from Hank when he was 18 years old on his 18th birthday. Hank wanted to know if he was going to go on to college, because if he was, then he was required to continue to pay child support, and if the kid didn't go on to college, it was all over. His kid remembers a time when Hank sat in his mother's living room talking to her grandchild, Hank's son, trying to convince the grandchild that Hank wasn't really his father, which was just utterly absurd. Just utterly absurd. And you know what that son of a bitch did? Absolutely nothing. He just sat there. Absolutely nothing. Oh, he wasn't a bad guy. He just wasn't much of a man. They're about the only memories that Hank's kid has of him. You know, do you realize that Hank's kid doesn't even know if he's dead or alive? He hasn't seen him or had any contact with him in, God, like 25 years. Can you imagine that? 25 years. Oh, it's not like they had any big fight or anything like that. Oh, yeah, Hank's kid has another memory. Hank wouldn't go to his kid's wedding because his ex-wife was going to be there. So he boycotted the wedding. He sent him a big check. $500. That's a lot of money. Why do I tell you this story? Jeez, I don't know. Maybe it's because if you don't take your job as being a father seriously, you might have the same crappy luck that Hank had. His kid grew up to be a talk show host. Get my drift? Happy Father's Day. Story, too, by the way. I could have gone on for about 2 hours with it. There's a hell of a lot more. All of guys, do you realize that this is the first time I've ever told that story when I didn't worry about whether or not he was out there somewhere and heard it? Can you believe that? I used to worry that poor son of a bitch would hear that story and feel bad. I didn't worry this year. All there are is weaker AM stations on the same signal, even though they might be 1,000 or 2,000 miles away.
I know, because I could get IOD up here better than I can get you guys some nights.
Well, you know, it's all because of the pattern.
Oh, okay. One other thing.
Sure. Oh, please, Mr. Miller, please don't do that. Please, Mr. Miller. Oh, Mr. Miller, please don't put Imus on, Mr. Miller. Oh, please. Oh, hey, Jay, I tell you, man, you are so damn clever over there. I swear, with minds like yours, we don't stand a chance, you know? We're just going to pack it up and probably go back to playing country starting next Monday. Because, man, how are we going to compete with a guy like you, you know? With brilliant ideas like that, as well as some of your other brilliant ideas, you asshole. That's ASSHOLE, Michael. 10 minutes before, Harrington's attorney, Warren Silver, told the jurors on Wednesday that the horrendous test was an effort to drum Harrington out of the city's police department. Putting a man into a room, having him pull his pants down, having a censor put on his wang-dang doodle is outrageous. Arousal to different kinds of sexual stimuli, including nude pictures of men, women, and children. A man undergoing the test views explicit pictures and hears sexually graphic recordings, while a sensor attached to his wang-dang doodle measures his arousal. You see? I told you. Come on. Oh, my God. Can you begin to imagine? What kind of an asshole came up with this to start with? And what kind of an asshole would administer it? Christ almighty! They put a thing on your wang-dang doodle and show you 30 pictures and, see if your wang-dang doodle jumps around a little bit, you know? So you haven't heard of it all. Now I think I have. I think I can reasonably say I have heard it all now.
What mother?
Your mother, it's so nice to have a mother to bring you chicken soup.
Came out of a can, but she brought it over.
Hey, it's better than out of a gas station, you know.
Yeah.
Let's go worse than Flack having interest in her, paid any interest back to him. I would have sent the girl off to a convent.
My daughter used to hide in the bathroom and say, "Make him go away, mother, make him go away."
That's what I used to do when it was my board op. I used to hide in the bathroom and holler, "Oh, please, get rid of him, make him go away." Yeah, I understand. You had the same reaction on me.
Well, I just remembered the time you threw him out of the building and would not let him come back in.
I did?
Yes, you did.
I don't remember doing that.
Yes, you did. You said you would not come back into the studio if he did.
I'll be damned.
So I remember...
God, I got a lot more gazungas than I thought I had.
You're pretty good. Frog.
What do you mean my callers are idiots?
Guy just asked me if the shuttle was going up this morning on schedule.
Oh, the shuttle to Orlando? What?
No, I think he means like Nassau.
Well, why would you say a man's an idiot for calling with a, question like that?
Because the shuttle goes up Sunday.
Okay. Let's go to St.
We're calling and saying, well, Bob.
I don't know. What the callers say doesn't bother me at all. He will occasionally take a shot at me that will have minor ramifications for, 10 minutes or so.
But you don't say, well, Bob is giving away quiche. Oh, by the way, real men don't eat quiche.
I beg your pardon.
Okay. I always heard that. I don't know if it's a cliche or what. But...
It's that's something put out by that goddamned pork sausage lobby.
Oh.
That's what it is.
Well, listen, Bob, I got to get to work.
Okay, man.
See ya.
576 WSUN in Pinellas and Hillsborough, 221 WSUN. Our favorite, one of our favorites, actually, we have three favorites in this market who write about talk radio. So I'm referring, of course, to DJ Justice of, what the hell, Players. Yeah, Players Magazine, right. Has a great article today on WFLA's Dangerous Dangler. Of course, the Harry Dangler show, which plays on... you've never heard it? Oh, you got to. It's absolutely disgusting and sickening. As well as a couple of little tidbits here. Oh, here's a tidbit I'll share with you. It says, Marvin movin'. And as the rumor mill turns, Radio recently received a call from a source who stated that former WFLA nighttime host Jay Marvin was returning to Tampa Bay. Marvin, who left Tampa for Milwaukee, is said to be unhappy with the move he made up north. Maybe our Mr. X, that's who he calls his source, Mr. X. Maybe our Mr. X knows that there's an opening in Chicago for a certain talent over at WSUN. What in the hell does that mean, you idiot? What in the hell does that mean? I'd check your sources again. Anyway, it goes on to say WQYK talks. It appears the country station WQYK will begin a talk format during mornings sometime later this month. Although station operations manager Tom Rivers maintains that a deal had not been sealed as we went to press, all indications have it that Northeast talk legend Don Imus, already working for Infinity Broadcasting in some markets, and Watergate leftover G. Gordon Liddy will soon air on WQYK AM 1010. Who cares? I'm scared, man. I care. Oh, man, I'm really bummed out about it. I am scared. Oh, please, Mr. Miller, please do not put Don Imus up against me, please. I mean, I have a wife to feed and car payments, and oh, please, Mr. Miller, don't do that. Asshole. Spelled the same way, Michael. Okay.
AM 620 WSUN radar is clear. You may...
Back a little bit. outfit. It'll fit right in underneath the handle. We'll never be able to open it. Wimp.
I'm Sharon Taylor, AM 620 WSUN.
AM 620 WSUN. Entertaining talk radio.
That's incredible.
I've got some free sex.
What else have you got free?
I've heard about you before in the trailer park.
The special guest is Steve Carlton, formerly the Philadelphia Phillies and St. Louis Cardinals, signing autographs for a fee on Saturday from 1 until 3 p.m. Well, that's all fine and well, and I guess that's the main reason he did this. But I go on and I'm reading the article, and this kind of fits in with what... Excuse me a second. Hello. Hello.
Hey, Bob.
Yeah.
I want to thank you for making this the most happiest day of my life.
Happiest day of your life. How do we do that?
I didn't think God answered prayers, but after listening to you this morning make a statement that you're not going to have any kids, He answered them, baby.
Oh, you see, prayers.
One less heathen in this world.
One less heathen.
Here comes my boss. I got to go. Thanks, Bob.
All right, come on, man. You're fibbing now. You don't have a gig. Oh, yeah. This is really weird. Last night, shortly after Channel 13 runs the footage from Schwartz's last night, guy shows up there with a sledgehammer and just starts smashing windows left and right. God Almighty! You don't really think there's anything? There's no connection there, is there? Says that what the hell? They arrested him, and he said that he was sick and tired of Channel 13 breaking into his house, so he thought he'd go over there and break into theirs. Okay, so we've got the bowling passes.
Why are you calling me?
Wait a minute. No, I just wanted to know, did you get my book?
What's the name of the book?
Well, it's called The Palm Beach Lover's Diet. And if you turn to page 69, you girls were talking about the Cosmo articles earlier this evening.
Yes, we girls were doing just that.
I know. But guess what? Why don't you turn to page 69 of The Palm Beach Lover's Diet and read what it says?
No, I don't think so. Are you the one that wrote the Dirty Cookbook?
Yeah.
Now, let me tell you something, Miss Weatherby. That book is not a new idea. Do you know there's a lady in Boca that did that like 4 or 5 years ago?
Yeah, well,
and I still use her recipes because it was like an amazing book.
Me.
It was called something like
Can I tell you something?
Safe Sex Never Tasted So Good is what it was called.
This was a copyright from 1984.
This woman wrote this book and sent it to me when I was still working in the trailer park.
When
So
was
you're going
this?
back like years ago.
Well, how many?
Okay, let's see. I worked there for 3 years. I was there 2. I'm here a year and a half.
And
So
what was
is that?
her name?
Like 5, 6 years ago. I
What
can't
was her
remember
name?
her name. She's a dark-haired woman. She lives in Boca. And the name of the book is called Safe Sex Never Tasted So Good. And it was original, and it was fun, and it was great, and I still use the recipes. And your idea is like you stole from her. You picked the bones off her. She came up with an idea. You stole her idea.
Why don't you go look at the copyright?
Oh, copyright, copyright. You can't tell the truth for like 5 stinking minutes. I'm going to believe that you did the book first. You don't even know if you got your panties on.
AM.
Okay, so we've got the bowling passes, 2 free games. What the hell? Let's up it to 3. Okay? We'll up it to 3 free games at 10 Pin Lanes, 1453 South Pasadena Avenue in St. Petersburg for your calls this morning. Or you could elect to take away one of those Nancy's French baked quiches. We still have 22 of them left. Started out with 30. I don't think you quite understand on this Nancy's quiche thing. You see, in order to get these, I had to agree, and I think it's Monday or Tuesday. I'm not positive, but I think it's next Monday or Tuesday. I had to agree to have Nancy on the show, live in studio. That was the price for getting the free French baked quiches to give away that nobody wants. Kara says they're really very good. So we've got the bowling passes, we have the French baked quiche, Nancy's of course, and we still have a handful of refrigerator magnets. Unfortunately, all of the charcoal is gone. I know it's one of the more popular things here, and of course all of the passes to the dollhouse are gone as well. But this is an audience that will take passes to the dollhouse, but won't take quiche off our hands. Excuse me. Hello? Same jerk again. It's been doing this for 2 hours now. What a pathetic life. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hi.
Hi, am I on the air?
Yeah, you're on the air.
Hi, I want a French baked quiche.
Oh, great. Oh, that's fantastic. How long have you been into quiche?
Oh, quite a few years.
Quite a few years. Well, you'll probably be happy to hear that Nancy herself will be here one day next week.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we'll be talking quiche on the show and probably taking your calls about quiche.
Isn't that kind of exciting?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let me put you on hold and talk to the quiche lady, and she'll make all the arrangements to get you a free Nancy's French baked quiche. All high-quality natural ingredients. You can either microwave it or bake it in the oven, don't you know? And it's available in 3 tempting, delicious flavors, but we have no idea what those flavors are. So let's go to Tampa. Hi, Tampa. You're on the air at WSUN.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
How do you go about getting one of those delicious quiche?
Oh, another call for the quiche.
I love quiche.
Oh, that's great. What's your favorite flavor?
I like quiche Lorraine with a touch of garlic.
Quiche Lorraine. Well, quiche Nancy will be here next week.
Okay.
So you probably want to jot down over the weekend some of your questions about quiche, and you can talk to Nancy about it. It'll be really exciting, won't it?
Certainly.
Hey, I think she's coming over here right after she does Gardner's show, but I'm only giving her 10 minutes. I think he's doing 2 hours with her.
Okay.
Okay, I'll put you on hold.
Thank you, sir.
Oh,
Mr.
man.
Lassiter?
Yeah.
There's a lady with a pie for you.
Lady with a pie for... Oh, come on in. Come on in. No, come in here. Jeez. She doesn't know what, waving in means. Oh, that's great. What kind of pie we got?
Cherry cheesecake.
Cherry. Oh, the cherry cheesecake again? You brought that to me before. That was delicious. Oh, that's dynamite. Oh, let me have that here. Oh, great. Oh, the graham cracker crust and all the good stuff and the whipped cream. Oh, you're a sweetheart.
Thank you.
Well, what the hell do you want in return?
T-shirt.
A T-shirt? We don't have T-shirts. Kara?
Come on, I'm trying to give quiche away.
Look, she wants a T-shirt for the damned pie, okay? And
Is she demanding?
Well, yeah, reasonably. Can we get her one of the old Sun Country T-shirts?
Well, you know who keeps that under lock and key.
They're not under lock and key. The door's open down there. I'll go down and get her one while the news is on.
All right, that's
Play
a
the
deal.
music and I'll get the hell out of here and go get the T-shirt.
Do I have to hand trim it?
No, I'll take care of it.
I can give her a magnet.
I'll take care of it. Just play the damn music so I can leave.
I'm playing it.
Hello?
Hello there.
Bob, welcome back, buddy.
Well, thank you.
God, I missed you.
You did?
Yep.
God, we missed you, too. You know, Muffy and I often sit around talking about how much we missed you.
Hey.
Yeah?
Has Lud called yet?
Of course not.
How about Valrico Bob?
No, but Lionel is called.
Well, that idiot.
Well, Valrico Bob doesn't listen to any other radio station other than FLA. There's no chance in hell. And besides, I believe the entire time I was over there, he only called my show once. Valrico Bob, he has his favorites.
I'll tell you what, partner. I got your tape in the mail yesterday.
Oh, great.
No idea you were back in town.
Are you serious?
I am ecstatic.
This is unbelievable.
This is great.
All right.
Hey, one other thing.
Yeah.
Your caller from Iowa.
Yeah.
Calls the Chamber of Commerce. He's going to find out that the president is from Iowa.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Yeah.
Oh, God, everybody's from Iowa. Hey, man, I'm glad you got the tape.
Hey, listen, partner.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're back. I got to run.
Okay.
Just want to say hi.
Okay, be good.
You too.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, this tape thing is starting to scare me. It's actually going to work. God.
Hi, Bob. This is George.
Well, hi there, George.
How you doing?
Pretty good. Yourself?
I got your tape, too, yesterday's mail.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I've been listening to your program in the last 3 or 4 weeks because WFALA, I was listening to Mark Larson in the morning, but he's always down on the president. Every time President Clinton is President Clinton, and all negative talk.
Are you serious? Dark Larson does negative talk?
Negative talk on the president.
Unbelievable.
I'm surprised the Republicans hasn't voted him in for a nominee for president.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, he thinks everything's so great.
Well, that's because all of his nominating petitions were filled out in crayon and very hard to verify.
Well, I just called to tell you I listened to your tape, and it sounds pretty good. I'm going to give it to my friends, and glad to see you back and doing real good.
Oh, that'll make Velveeta so happy if you pass that tape around.
Okay.
And some refrigerator magnets. Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Can I help you?
I'm sorry. I must have the wrong number. I was trying for Bob Lassiter.
Oh, this is Bob Lassiter.
Oh. Am I on the air?
Yes.
Oh, hi, Bob.
Hi, caller.
This is Gerald from Tampa.
Oh, hi, Gerald from Tampa. This is Bob from Tampa.
I missed your call. I flipped it on.
You missed my call? I didn't call you. You called me.
I missed the call from the guy that was chewing you out.
Oh.
I just caught the edge of it. Was he from Iowa?
Mr. Airstream, yeah, he said he was in from Iowa. He and his wife.
Oh, well, not everybody from Iowa is quite like that.
Well, that's true. My in-laws aren't like that.
I'm from Iowa, too, so.
Whereabouts?
Des Moines.
Des Moines, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I thought he said he was from Des Moines, too. I'm not sure, though. Might have been Ames.
I don't know. I'll tell you, it's people like him that sometimes want to drive me back to Iowa, where people were a little less judgmental and
That's right.
uptight.
I mean, can you imagine calling a radio show and making a call like that?
Say, I wanted to...
He's got this wife with big hooters, you know. You think he'd be sitting home playing with them or something, but no. He's out talking to people about homosexuality all the time.
He's a reformed drunk. He's a reformed porno addict. He's a reformed masturbator.
He is? Are you serious? I didn't know that.
That's what he claims, you know. And I think I would have liked him before he got reformed better.
Wait a second. He admits publicly to being a reformed masturbator?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes.
When did he give it up?
Oh, I have no idea.
Do we know that he's given it up?
Probably hasn't. He's just gone in the closet about it.
Well, you know, I don't want to say anything, but when I saw him on the television last week, I thought I saw some strange stains, you know, on his shirt. I could be mistaken about that. I probably was. It was probably some dust on my television.
Yeah.
It's just knocked him. So he had a bean soup yesterday that was beyond belief. I've never. Apparently, it's a Jewish Yiddish traditional type of soup that I've never had before in my life. And I tell you, man, I was starting to look for a rabbi last night to convert me.
Well, anyway, it's good to talk to you. I'm hoping I'll get one of those tapes in the mail. I haven't gotten one yet, and you and Neil and Rick and Suds and Randy Rhodes, I tell you, certainly brighten my day. It's great at work to...
What was that last name?
Well, I know. She's...
oh, the cleaning lady. Yes, yes.
Yeah,
cleaning lady does a hell of a job in here at night.
Yeah, she's been wound up tighter in the bull's butt in fly season lately. I don't know what's the matter with her.
I think it's David Caton.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he probably got wind of her thing with Anna Maria.
What did you say? He broke wind?
Well, he probably got wind of her little purported tryst with Anna Maria, so... you know, now he's on her list, too.
Okay, well, thanks for the call, man.
Okay, well, good to talk to you.
Be good.
Bye.
Good choice. Chicago. Hi there, Chicago. You're on the air at WSUN. Hello, Chicago.
Oh, Bob, this is Tucker.
Hi, Tucker.
If you can call me when you have a free chance, I'd greatly appreciate it.
Tucker Emmett?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Did you want to talk about it now?
No, anytime is fine, and just want to know you have a lot of Chicago admirers up here.
Okay, Tucker.
Okay.
Take care. That's the most bizarre thing. That's my futures broker, Tucker Emmett. I don't know what the hell he's calling me here for. Probably got a hot tip of some kind. Maybe we better get the hell out of here and see what it is. It's
Boy, I wish I was Lassiter.
Right, like you do every goddamn morning of your life. Get a life out there, would you? You know, forget about this. I sit in this little isolated room all by myself for 4 hours a day. I have no idea what in the hell's going on any place in the world or in the studio or, you know, in the station. Nothing. Because nobody will walk in here except that boy Cheese, who should stay the hell out of the studio, Tom. So anyway, where was I? And so I'm sitting here during the newscast, and I have no way of communicating back and forth with these people because if I open up my intercom, then Sharon or whoever is on the air can hear it, and it throws them. So I have no way of communicating, but in there they can talk to me on the intercom, or they can type little things up here on the screen. And so like Kara's typing up, boy, if they, meaning you guys out there, the listeners, only knew what really went on around here. I don't know what really goes on around here. What in the hell are you talking about?
Well, it's hard to explain.
Don't stutter. If you want your own show, you're not going to get it.
Fine. Our sports guy was giving Slim and Trim Sharon a hard time about he could eat all this ice cream and eat anything he wants, and she was talking about how careful she's being and how just writing everything down and keeping track and trying to keep her weight down so she can remain Sharon the Bond.
And so this warrants typing up on my screen if they only knew what went on around here.
It turned into a shouting match.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Ooh.
And then she screamed, something, you, Bill Reed. And then she immediately went, something, you, Bill Reed. Now, the AM 620 deli. It was really funny.
She actually said something, you, Bill Reed?
Loudly.
What did she really say?
I can't say it on the air.
Well, you can clean it up a little bit.
Reproduce you.
Let's go to
recording with every other artist this side of the Muppets. Willie Nelson mellows out with R.E.M.
That's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight, losing my religion, trying to keep up with you and the IRS.
You can't escape it. Country rockin' duets on K-Smell Records.
Well, that was a frightening sight. Yeah, during the break there, sports geek Bill Reed went down the hall there, and he was like heading out of the building, and he had his little sports geek tape recorder, like he was going to go out and interview Biff or something. I can't wait till Monday. Oh, boy, I can't wait till Monday. Those exciting interviews.
Hey, Biff, how's the team going to do this year?
Will, if we stay healthy and keep our noses to the grindstone, we'll do good, you know.
Let's go to Seminole. Hi, Seminole. You're on the air at WSUN.
Good morning.
Good. That upcoming interview with Biff on Monday, too, aren't you?
I can't hardly wait.
Either can I.
I just wanted, and had never heard of you or what the station was doing, and you've become a regular part of my morning. Nice way to wake up.
Why? Would you answer a question for me? If I got a tape in the mail, I would not be inclined to listen to it. Why did you listen in the first place?
I almost didn't. In fact, it was in the garbage. I had thrown it away and decided, well, I had nothing to do on the way to work, so I played it in the car.
Oh, I see. You've got one of those, tape decks in your car that you paid $1 zillion for and never really have anything to do with it. So since you had a tape, what the hell?
That's exactly right.
I know. I've got the same thing.
That's right.
And it's going to work, and it's going to work big time. And, it's not like they knew what they were doing or anything. They're all going to get bonuses from corporate and, be promoted to better stations because they left out on this. Let's go to Clearwater.
Saying how
two hooters,
terrible our president is, knocking him left and right, even so far as to malign his brother, and then in the next breath and out of the other side of her mouth say, how could we be criticizing President Bush and President Reagan? And
okay, I'm going to assume that you
probably like Nixon.
I'm going to assume that you want a real answer and a sincere answer, and I will give you one, and it doesn't take very long. The good old days that you're talking about, people accepted responsibility for what was wrong. Even if it wasn't, direct responsibility, they at least accepted the responsibility that they had something to do with it for one reason or another. Well, now we live in an age where nobody's responsible for anything. This is a line that a colleague in Denver came up with. His name was Alan Berg. And Berg said, and I'm going to paraphrase here, Berg said, I live in a nation full of victims. No one in this country is responsible for anything. They're just victims. And when you're a victim and you want to continue to shrug your responsibility, all you can do is blame somebody else.
Well,
that's what's happened.
We just had 12 years of was a Republican administration constantly saying, it's not our fault, the buck stops there, we're not to blame, they are.
They do not have diplomatic immunity. It is a situation where prosecutors rarely prosecute the offending priests because it would offend local citizenry.
Well, not just
they don't have diplomatic immunity.
Isn't Vatican City recognized as a state unto itself, a country?
Well, yes, it is, but individual priests do not have diplomatic immunity.
Aren't they ambassadors of the church?
No.
They're not? So they
no.
Are you sure they don't have diplomatic immunity? I mean,
positive.
They can can't they commit murder and still, get away with murder and they'd be forgiven?
No, so they can only commit bingo and get away with it. Hey, baby, how you doing, Freddie?
I just wondered if it was an oversight of a morality issue on your part, Mr. Lassiter.
If what was?
Well, St. Petersburg's finest are finally cleaning up the heathenistic vermin on our streets, and I noticed...
I didn't know they were... Geez, that sounds really great to me. So they're going out getting the rats instead of, hassling the hookers and stuff like that now?
Well, no, Mr.
God, I got some rats over at my house. What number do I call to get them to come over to clean up the rats?
Well, as you well know, Mr. Lassiter, one of our athletic players was picked up last night by St. Petersburg finest. It looks like to me we had a defensive back maybe looking for a tight end or something.
Oh, Fred.
Well, Mr. Lassiter.
Did he say that on the radio? Yeah, okay. Fred, do you and David ever sit around and kind of wonder, dream what it might have been like to live in the good old days, like, back during the Inquisition or something, when you could put people on the rack or burn them at the stake or something even?
Well, it's funny you mention that, Mr. Lassiter. David and I were discussing the other day the possibility of maybe in front of the City Hall in St. Petersburg, which seems to be the moral leaders of our West Coast society here, that maybe we could go back to displaying these lawbreakers, you know, where they put their heads in their hands.
Oh, the stocks.
Yes, I think stocks would be an excellent idea, and I believe that...
How about the dunking chair?
Well, that's excellent. Mr. Lassiter, I think finally you are beginning to realize that the moral issues of our community are the most prevalent.
How about, a Scarlet A for a guy like you? Right there on the forehead so everybody would know.
A Scarlet A?
Yeah.
What would that stand for, Mr. Lassiter?
Asshole.